YouTube family, what's good with you? It's your boy 2A in LA, and as always, fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes is just my personal opinion. Don't take it as fact. Don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, fam, I should go ahead and tap that like button for your boy. If you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. Come on in. You can join the congregation by smashing that subscribe button and requesting all post notifications. And if you are an existing supporter of this channel, damn, I appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. You are the reason this channel is anything. All right, fam, let's get this episode rolling. So look, we are doing our initial impressions of Jacob Gray's most recent offering, the Jacob Grey Hex. You may or may not know this, but the Hex was named New Gun of the Year at the most recent 2025 SHOT Show. Now, I am very, very familiar with the Hex. You guys might not know this, but I played a very little small role of opening Jacob Grey up here in the state of California. And just by way of backstory, I saw a video about the Jacob Grey TWC9 on a small YouTube channel. I wish I could remember whose channel it was so I could give them credit for it. But I saw the TWC9 and I was like, oh, 4 1/4 gun, all metal, well machined, good trigger. Why isn't this like stealing Staccato's lunch money, right? Like what's going on with this, right? And so I end up going into Covert, asking them have they heard of Jacob Grey, have they heard of the TWC9? And they're like, no. I'm like, look, you guys need to check these guys out. I told them I think these guys are offering a really, really good gun at a really affordable price point. We can't really get Staccato to get anything on the roster here in California, not even through some of the exemptions that are available to us here. And I was like, you should talk to these guys. Well, fast forward, they make the connection. It's a huge success. TWC9 start floating into the California market, and then that evolves into the Jacob Grey Black. That evolves into the Covert edition of the Jacob Grey, limited edition Jacob Grey. That evolves into the Hex, right? And so I have done reviews on all of these firearms with the exception of the Black. So I did a review on the original TWC9. I'll put what the original TWC9 scored up there in our when we did our 2A NLA review on it. The TWC9 Black series just had some minor upgrades to the TWC9 that were kind of more aesthetic than anything else. The gun really took a leap forward when Covert came out with the limited edition version. Of course, your boy has one of the Covert limited edition. On the limited edition version, they improved the feel of the grip. They deleted the grip safety. They blacked out the silver parts that were on the gun. They put in that copper barrel that you see right there. And they ported the gun. And fam, at this price point, I don't know if there's a better 4 1/4 for about right around $3,000. All metal gun. Great trigger. The reset. Oh. Really, really well done. And you know, I wouldn't expect anything. Once you get Covert involved in putting together a firearm, you're going to get a good result. At least that's been my experience so far 100% of the time. So I love my Covert limited edition TWC9. I think it's excellent. I outfitted it with an Acro P2 and that TLR1 HLX. I'm really loving that Streamlight, by the way. If you haven't checked out the newest version, the HLX, definitely check that out. I also did a review on it. But I've been enjoying this thing. And so fast forward to SHOT Show 2025. Jacob Grey is there. I holler at my guys at Jacob Grey and always have a good time conversing with them. And I knew that the Hex was coming. Maybe by then Covert had like a sample in the shop that I'd had an opportunity to manipulate. But I got a chance to shoot it at SHOT Show. And it was very reminiscent of my TWC9. And a lot of the same features. So you can see here, you've got the upgraded Hex grip, hence the name Hex, because you got all these hexagon here. Again, grip safety is deleted. You got kind of a skeletonized trigger here. Now you can see that the grip module and the frame is in green. If that's not your jam, they also make it in an FDE, and they also make it in an all black. Similar to the limited edition, the Covert limited edition, you can see that it is also ported right there, right? And so, look, fam, what are my initial thoughts? I think it's very, very similar to the Covert limited edition with a different colorway and a different grip module. I do think if I had the choice between the Hex grip, the feel of the Hex grip, and the feel of the Covert, maybe the Hex is a little bit more tacky. What Covert did, tacky mean more grippy. What Covert did is they took the original TWC9 grip and they just improved it. Here they went with an entirely new grip pattern. So look, fam, I'm expecting this gun to be a really good shooter. The one I shot at SHOT Show was very accurate. Felt very good in the hands. Like I said, it was very reminiscent of my limited edition. So I'm expecting this to be comparable. I also put up what my limited edition TWC9 scored on the 2A NLA scale, so you can check that out. Will the Hex be as good as that? I don't know. Will it be comparable to that? I would imagine so, because like I said, I think, you know, the internals are the same, the porting is the same, you've got the same copper barrel there, although I like Coverts because it is badged. It has that badging on it, the Covert badging, that I think make it a little bit more unique, but so a little bit more flex, right? But this has the colorway and the upgraded grip module if that's your jammy jam. So look, we're going to get this bad boy out on the range. I'll probably bring both of these bad boys out there so we can do some side-by-side comparisons. I'll let you know what I feel and think about the Hex when we do the full-blown review. But my initial impressions are it's very reminiscent of the Covert limited edition with an updated grip module. I'm anticipating it's going to run very similarly. That's the way I felt when I shot it at SHOT Show. But we'll see, fam. We'll get it out there, put rounds through it, and we'll see how it all turns out. All right? That's it for this episode, fam. Until next time, as always, take care of one another. Peace.